The 2026 Automotive Disaster, 10 cars that will ruin your life. We all want to believe that buying a brand new car in 2026 means getting a masterpiece of engineering. But the truth? Some of this year's releases are nothing more than shiny, expensive traps. I've analyzed the data, tracked the owner horror stories, and looked at the repair bills that are making people cry. Let's get into it. 10. The Nissan Rogue, the three-cylinder gamble. We start with a car that looks like a great deal on paper, but the reality is fragile. The 2026 Rogue uses a tiny three-cylinder turbocharged engine. On the outside, it's sleek and modern, but the quantity over quality approach is obvious here. Owners are reporting that the engine feels like it's vibrating the car apart at highway speeds. It's cheap to buy, but you'll pay the price when it leaves you stranded on the shoulder of the road. 9. The Volkswagen Taos, the soul crusher. The Taos is the definition of meh. In a world of exciting EVs, this feels like a relic from a decade ago. It's a budget-friendly SUV, but the interior quality is so cheap it feels like a toy. It's a car that offers no excitement and even less reliability, making it a pass for anyone who values their driving experience. 8. The Jeep Compass, the rugged lie. People buy Jeeps for the lifestyle, but the 2026 Compass is a lifestyle of waiting for a tow truck. It's heavy, slow, and surprisingly thirsty for oil. Despite its rugged looks, the build quality is bottom tier. Owners are frustrated that they're paying a premium for the Jeep badge while the electronics inside fail before the first oil change. 7. The Honda Prologue, the outsourced identity. This is a Honda that isn't really a Honda. It's built on a partner's platform, and the result is a glitchy, unrefined mess. The specifications promised a futuristic EV experience, but owners are complaining about blackout screens and charging ports that melt. It's expensive, and frankly, it's a gamble that isn't paying off. 6. The Dodge Hornet, the identity crisis. The Hornet looks like a muscle car but runs like a lawnmower. It's an expensive crossover that tries to be sporty but ends up being unreliable. The feedback focuses on the cramped interior and the sheer amount of software bugs. It's a high-quantity production that completely forgot about the quality. 5. The Kia EV9, the glitchy giant. The EV9 is a massive, beautiful beast, but it's plagued by first-generation problems. From seats that won't move to a battery management system that forgets how much range it has left, this car is a tech nightmare. It's a heavy, expensive spaceship that is spending way too much time in the hangar. 4. The Mazda CX-90 PHEV, the beautiful disaster. This is the hardest one to talk about because it's arguably the most beautiful car on this list, but under that stunning paint is a mechanical disaster. Owners who bought this for Japanese reliability are finding themselves with engine failures in the first 5,000 miles. 3. The Rivian R1T, the $80,000 paperweight. You didn't expect this, did you? The R1T is the coolest truck on the market, but in 2026, its reliability has cratered. With an 80% higher failure rate than gas trucks, it's becoming a legend for all the wrong reasons. The suspension squeaks like an old bed, the door handles freeze shut, and the bleeding edge tack is just bleeding money. 2. The Genesis GV60, the luxury betrayal. Genesis was supposed to be the Lexus killer, but the 2026 GV60 has betrayed its owners. A massive failure in the charging hardware means these cars literally cannot be refueled. The feedback is full of rage. Owners feel abandoned by a brand that promised a premium experience but delivered a high-tech brick. 1. The Jeep Grand Cherokee 4EX, the ultimate warning. And finally, the number one worst car of 2026. The Grand Cherokee 4EX is the most expensive mistake you can make this year. It is the perfect storm of bad specs, terrible oil consumption when the battery dies, and a build quality that feels like it was put together with glue and hope. The feedback is a chorus of never again. It's a luxury SUV that performs like a budget sedan and brakes like a glass face. There you have it, the 10 cars you should run away from in 2026. Did your dream car make the list? Or maybe you own one and want to tell me I'm wrong. Drop a comment below and let's argue about it. And if you want to see which cars actually won this year, click the video on your screen right now.